Okay, gang, welcome back to Spyro, Year of the Dragon. Controller, would you like to respond, please? Controller? Oh, this ain't a good start to the show. That's my space bar, pardon me. Yeah, I know, right? This is... There we go! Holy shit, you are not a fast USB port, apparently, in terms of being on the uptake. I'm still short one gem that I haven't gone back and looked for, but apparently there's going to be something that will help me out with that later on. Did we already do... Okay, we already did Icy Peak. I said Icy Peak, not shorthand for the Insane Clown Posse. That would be horrible. Especially in 1999, can you imagine? Ice hole, yeah. Hey! I just fell into an ice hole! Thank you, Wayne Brady. And Brad Sherwood. And of course, Colin and Ryan. Oh, you're a friendly...
I thought I was a goner. Thanks for saving me.
A firefly... Man, that thing looked real fucked, is all I can say. I probably seem like a real monster just setting that thing on fire. But believe you me, that is not a firefly that I've ever seen. Actually, with how bizarre it is, it could be the Joss Whedon show. Very specifically, Inara's syringe. Oh, sorry. I might not want to bring that up even more than usual. I'm going to assume that we don't want to touch the water here. I mean, it's smoking. The Piranha Brothers, Doug and Dinsdale, are jumping out. And it's called a swamp. You basically are not going to have a good time in a swamp pretty much at all if you're a platformer hero. I wonder if Croc ever had, like, swamp levels and he was okay there. I've never played either of the Croc games. I've heard mixed reviews, and considering that we're talking about 3D platformers from the 90s, if they're getting mixed reviews out of people... that means that I'm not going to have a great time. This is a rough genre that is very hit and miss. However, these are some pretty decent remakes. I keep feeling like I have this sort of feeling... Oh, hey, crayfish, crawfish, crawdad. Could just be a lobster, I don't know. Anyway, I keep having this sort of feeling... Wow. I keep having this sort of feeling with regard to a lot of retro games that it's like... I don't think I knew enough to be on, like, this sort of level of, like, your usual retro gamer, because I definitely... missed out on a lot of stuff growing up, but I'm not so deprived in that department of knowledge for it to be, like, interesting. I mean, there is that too, but also... Yeah, I think that's a lobster, not a crayfish. Or a craw that something gets stuck in. Hey, dude. Wow, did you see how tiny that dude's upper jaw is compared to the lower? Ew. Just imagine all the stuff sort of slurping out. Listen, I will admit that I'm not necessarily the most tasteful human being that's ever existed, but also... I'd say at least I know what I like, but I don't think that's true either. At least I know what I virulently hate. Thinks about how I ended up liking Aventurine. Well, maybe not. Ah, yes, this guy's shooting ball bearings at us. I mean, they really are just like silver. It's like it's not big enough to be a cannonball, especially because it's still shot, but also it's bigger than you would expect to be out of a slingshot. It's too shiny to be a regular rock.
Jammed shut. Only the power of gems can hope to move it.
Oh god, was it a haiku? Holy shit. Hang on, I gotta restart the dialogue tree.
Dadgummit, dragon! Just cough up those stinking gems, and I can go home.
Yeah, you know what?
You've made a wise choice. It will mean more eggs for you, and more gems for me. Best of all, Spyro, I can stop speaking haiku. What a sweet relief.
Oh, that was some crusty spacing there. That's like Mega Man Battle Network 4 spacing. But also, I do appreciate that he was just speaking in fucking haikus. That's pretty good. You know what, Moneybags? Maybe you're not completely charmless, just 99% charmless. Oh god, I think I'm gonna hurl saying that. Well, that was weird. Crud. That feels like the shaping was a little bit reshaped. Yeah, I know, helpful language, but that feels like it probably would have been flatter on the PS1. And then they decided that flattery will get you nowhere, and they just decided to turn it into being shaped like really frustrating lumps. Why do you insist on reminding me of David Cage? What did I do to you besides all those things? I mean, listen, I don't need a list. Okay, did you hear me, friends? I don't need a fucking list. Ah, yes, jokes that'll go over real well in not the 19th century. As I sit here trying to remember when Franz Liszt was a composer. I suppose it wouldn't really help for me to say, hey, I've never seen Listomania. Of course I haven't. It's a movie. You know what? Actually, that's fair enough. Which I can see is why you've decided to take the path of the greatest possible evil due to your frustrations with Microsoft. And admittedly, I'm not sure I blame you that... Oh. Well, we didn't get Piranha Brothered immediately, and, you know, we lived. Oh, did... That was fun. But you might tell me that that's really, you know... You might can't tell me that's like really mean, but he can't feel pain. He's a moneybags. I am, by the way, trying to figure out how exactly I'm supposed to get to that tree with the one gem about it on it. About it, yeah, okay. And it was significantly easier than I thought. I just had to complete the loop 3 times. I thought for sure that it was going to be a lot harder than that. Because, yes, I do believe this game would give me the longest possible runaround for exactly 1 gem. I've played a 3D platformer before. And it's that's Sheila the Kangaroo. Hey, do you have anything useful to say?
Now I'll tell you the secret of what's in this house. A creepy wizard lives inside but hates the light. He has awoken. He swore to destroy whoever lights the tea lamps. But they're using me.
Oh, I see. Everybody here speaks in haiku. I didn't even realize. I thought it was just a weird formatting thing.
Much braver than I by far. Here, take this darn egg.
This darn egg? Yeah, I didn't even notice it at first. I thought Moneybags was just being a fucker. The guy that... Yeah, you're kind of right, Lears. That is really, really off. How you doing, by the way, Chief? Oh, does that just send me back? Oops. Oh, well.
This swamp smells so sweet. The springtime trees are fragrant. I'm off to kick butt.
Thank you, Sheila. Again, literally everyone here is speaking in haiku, and I just now have realized that it wasn't just Moneybags being Moneybags.
We have the bombs here. We must destroy the egg cage. But we just go boom. Kangaroo can help. You can clear the path for us. Will Sheila help us?
Yes, it's bombing time. Here I come, my little eggs, to free you at last.
Okay, yeah, I gotta break all the... Listen, there...
I went boom again. Big rocks can be kicked, they say. Mushrooms must be stomped.
Yes, it's...
Listen, there's still treasure to pick up here, so... Oh yeah, stomp is like actually... I gotta remember to actually do the slam input. You would think I've only ever played a video game 0 times before, but listen... It's true. And in fact, that might be overselling it. I have played -1 video games. Aw, dang it. I was just a little bit too slow.
Yes.
I can come back for the treasure. I should do this smartly. Ah! Dang it! Dang it, Bobby!
Ow! Ow!
Yes.
break a random rock, because I don't know if it's gonna ever matter, but it might. Yeah, and of course these things are on a timer, huh? Keep barreling straight into this rock that... Wait, the path ends.
Yes.
Is this guy gonna take, like, a level of absolutely stupid path the way the Alchemist did in 2? Ah, crap.
Yes.
Again, like, a second late that time. Damn! I fell off! I fell off and that ruined everything.
Yes.
Of course. Alright, so now where are you headed? Oh, you just loop right back into the same mushroom again?
I went boop. Yes.
I really feel like I need to be ahead, though. By a pretty fair amount, because getting on these mushrooms... Well, you can see that I slip off of them pretty easily. There's more precision to this than you'd expect. I spent so long trying to monitor that. Well, at least I know where the path is. I mean, certainly I think that this Firefly should consider, like, dodging around the parts of the path that are full of death mushrooms. I can say that much is probably a good statement. Also, by the way, hey, shoutouts to my no mini-map in this location.
Big rocks can be kicked, they say.
I'm just adjusting my position here, that's all.
Yes.
I think we're near the end of the course at least, so this should be the last go, hopefully. Until I fuck up really hilariously, which is always a distinct possibility. Like, there's a lot of ways you can goof this up, really, so... Hooray! Oh, I
One egg
skip
still
past.
remains. Will you now help my brother to freeze the last egg?
If you clear
Oh,
my path,
great.
I can blow up the egg cage. Poor captive eggs. Yes, it's bombing time.
Ah, yes, this one sounds French as opposed to the other one. Alright, so you're not going to take the beaten path whatsoever, are you, buddy? Just to make me real miserable. The devil are you doing, fucker?
Oh, I went boom again. Yes, it's bombing.
What kind of a
Ow, I went boom again. Yes,
kind of a clown path is this that you're taking, dude? Oh, come on!
ow, yes.
That one I'm not pleased with. I guess so. The noble path of the demolitionist clown, aka wherever I go when I have any sort of explosive anything in video games. Alright, so Chuckle Nuts here goes for this one. Now, hopefully I haven't done this too early. Oh, I was quite worried about that big tall one, because I thought I would have had to have done stamp that down. And before there's a third one I gotta do too.
The eggs are all three. 2 dragons are born today. Sheila's my hero.
Well, I absolutely could have done it without you, Chief. But I appreciate the sentiment anyway. Oh, that was a pretty big gem that I got there, I think. I think that was 25? That was maybe more unforgiving than it had to be, but I've seen worse in these games already. You know, I would put that below Trouble with the Trolley, and that was learnable. A little exacting in a couple spots, but not terrible. Although I will just look at some of these paths that these dudes are taking and be like, are you okay? Why would you do that? The alchemist thing, though, really cheesed me off because I had to do that twice. Because somebody thought that was a good idea to make you do it twice. How many are we at? What? I'd say don't be silly, but that is a bit of a strange thing for me to say to anybody who watches this stream. Okay, yeah, now I actually am looking at the guidebook properly. 419, we need 81 more treasure, and we're missing 2 dragon eggs. Alrighty. Alright, now climbing the trees for that other egg, which we saw out there. That one might be a little bit more difficult. But we'll take a look at it once we unlock this box. That has another purple gem in it for 25. Alright, we're missing 31 treasure. Defeat Sleepyhead, huh? There was another purple portal I didn't get to, right? See that egg out on the overworld? Unless it's the one that I already got, which is a possibility. Let's take a look at the guidebook. Show me the firefly, jump to the island. Okay, yeah, that's the one I already got. Pardon me. I am easily confused because there's a lot of collectibles. And I don't know these levels that well. Oh, this dude's looking for a fight. Which is funny that they did actually just make the critter here a lobster. Instead of something that would be a little less dangerous. In theory, less dangerous anyway. In practice, they're just critters that you can attack for those things. Yeah, I said crawdad before. I don't know, for some reason I think I'm just thinking like a crawdad would be a little bit more like not quite shaped like that. I don't know, man. It's some kind of crustacean that's got a... I mean, yeah, crawdad absolutely fits the swamp more than a lobster does, but also I don't particularly know that well what one of them looks like, so... Alright, so what do I gotta do about you? I've gotta, like, knock your bombs back at you. I've already forgotten this because I got told the rules and then I fucked off and did something else. Okay, yeah, so it's just bounce the bombs back at Pajama Sam here, or... I don't remember if this dude had a name other than being called Sleepyhead. And fight the Mohawk crocodiles. I didn't even notice until now that they got that sort of thing going on with them, where they've got a little bit of a back fin there that's a little bit heavier than... And by heavier, I mean... not so much. Like, yeah, a crocodilian of some description is going to have a bit of a back ridge to it. But it's not quite that tall. And even if it was, it wouldn't be that thin. So no, these are just crocs with mohawks. Also, is this truly all there was to the fight? Sheesh. Shit, I thought that would be more difficult, but... once I figured that the strategy out, it was really simple. Less simple is the fact that we're missing 3 treasure here. 31 treasure here. Well, I remember one of the numbers that was involved, so... I'm gonna take a guess here and say that the treasure that I'm looking for is probably like in bottles that are hidden somewhere very dark. Because sometimes the lighting on those just absolutely makes them impossible to find. Or pretty dang close anyway. Hey, buddy. That was rude. Alright, we're gonna do one more check of this area. Just in case there's something real obvious here that I missed, which has happened occasionally. Looking to see if maybe there was something on top of one of the buildings. But it doesn't look like we can get on top of those. Maybe we can, but it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot up there anyway. Anywhere? Anything? No, I think this area is cleaned up. Let's go elsewhere. Pop that a little too early. Oops. Is there a rock somewhere? Yeah, gang, I'm at a complete loss as to where exactly any of these last few treasures are. Okay, yeah, I was correct. Those things can hit you. I just waiting for it to happen, I guess. Okay, so that's not really an outlet from the water. Alright, well, let's go see if we can find a crusty compadre real quick to get our health back up here. Oh, well, we got a skill point for breaking all the signs, I guess. That's neat. At least I think it's for breaking all the signs, if I had to guess. Is there something in the wizard room? We're gonna go find out. Cause I didn't see anything at the time and it just kicked us straight out. Well, no, we can re-explore it, so. Alright, we got some more crawdads crawling around here. Do we get bombarded while we're in this area? Yes, eventually. Okay, so can we leave? Yeah. Well, I dare say we scoured the Sheila area pretty well. And there's nothing in the wizard's room. Excuse me. I straight up have no idea where this last bit of treasure is. I may have to just come back to it later because otherwise we'll end up here for a very long time. While I just have no effing idea as to where to find it. And that, I think, would make some people a little bit tired. Unless, no, we can't get onto this treetop from here. No, didn't think so. Any of the others, probably not, but... Lears, is that a thing that you unlock later in the game? Because in that case, that might be the case, that I have to get it later. Just want to see if there's anywhere else I can get to that I haven't before. Feel like real obvious. Yeah, it's a thing. We'll come back for these. Okay, yeah, nothing hidden back there. Huh. Alright. And now I have no idea how many levels are left in this world. Probably like 1 or 2. Because they're not in the book yet. Well, okay, so I'm assuming 1 more and then a boss. Oh yeah, there's Bamboo Terrace, and I think that's the last one. Well, we'll find out after we've finished this, I guess, and if it's not the last level of the world before the boss. Hey, buddy.
Spyro, Rhinox have been harassing us all day. The workers haven't been able to harvest the bamboo needed for the whirligig to take you to Evening Lake. We've tried asking them to leave, but there's no reasoning with them.
Yeah, they just sort of stymie everything by it going straight into their horn instead of their ears, I guess. And we got a funny looking bug there. Now, is that guy armed with a firework of some description? That's sort of what it looked like. Critter this time around is a very goofy looking bug from what little I've been able to see. And I've been too busy just murdering every single one of them that exists, apparently. Like a terrible person. Yep, pretty much. And see, now that... Yeah, that dude's got fireworks. Now I'm starting to really get into the swing of doing things decently, which means I can't wait to be absolute dog shit at the boss. Okay, no, that's just right back, which is exactly what I expected, but I was curious about the broken bridge, because, yeah. What do you got to say, buddy?
Oh,
Gotta approach from the
emergency
front.
escape bridge. Why didn't I think of it sooner? I shall activate it right away. We would be honored if you would accept this as a...
Ah, yes, good old... I hear an egg thief. I'm not happy about that. Unless I have a fairly enclosed course to deal with that in. This looks like a place full of pits and stuff, though. See what I tell you. I'm gonna fall off of this a bunch to try to get this egg, probably. But mostly just because I'm bad, not because it's like some sort of strategy or something. Although I'm pretty sure most of you knew that already. Damn it, Spyro! Damn it, me. Come on, buddy, you can curve more when you charge. I swear you can. It won't kill ya. Although failing to make a jump like that will. So be careful. Hey, there we go. Pee Wee Herman. Saved. There's no Yeti here. Oh, boy. I think I've heard about this guy. Not necessarily specifically that incidents of doing things with him, but... I've heard that the Yeti boxing or whatever is kind of rough. I don't necessarily know if it's like trouble with the trolley kind of tier or anything, but I've definitely heard that it's pretty rough. Hey, you. Oh, I guess we got that one's treasure already. What about you? Nope. Ooh, a little mini game area over here. What? Why are you... Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy. Hey, I got a question. Did he say all the N-words? Get over... No, it's probably from there, right? Then I gotta figure out how to get up there. Oh, is it this simple? It's just a path I didn't take earlier. Yes, actually, it is. Well, I guess you'll never know. And for that, you will be much happier. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. So right now I feel like I've got about that level of jumping prowess, so listen. Station the wagon. Wait. No, sorry, he's not a car. What do you think this is, the Utena movie? Get up there, you damn old, dang old. What, sorry, was my joke too bad for you, game? Come on. You must be new here. Wow, I just dropped. I didn't even hover. Okay. Oh, Jesus. I bet that was fun. And by that, I mean, oh, you poor soul. Okay, they really just don't want me to hover across that jump. I could swear that's what I was doing, but... Guys, I think I just need to just pack it in forever if I'm doing shit like that. That's embarrassing. Well... If you guys get me to 100 subs, I'll play Omicron. I'm sorry. That's just gonna keep being a running joke, I think, because, oh boy. If you do it, I'm gonna walk over there to Name of State here and personally beat the living shit out of you, okay, Tav? Just to make abundantly clear here. I'm kidding. I would, however, want to know what the hell is wrong with you. We finally managed to perform some basic platforming. Hooray! I did it, Mom. I would like to accept this award on behalf of, I don't know, something. I gotta. First of all, I'd like to give big thanks to the devil. I don't know. Actually, no, I should probably thank whatever deities could possibly be responsible for the existence of the cilantro tastes like soap gene. Funniest shit I've ever seen. It ranks right up there with that one fan of Aventurine Honkai Star Rail who got his brand tattooed on their neck. And by funny in that case, I mean, oh boy, you did not read any of the story, did you? That person. Superman 64. I mean, I just think of like Solve My Maze, just in general, being a hilarious phrase. Soap instead of cilantro. Listen, I'm going to assume that that motherfucker heard to wash it and did not realize that soap would not necessarily be involved in washing everything, particularly vegetation of any form. And they just fucking went for it. And now there's people who think that cilantro tastes like soap. Which is like, how do you know what soap tastes like, friendo? Are you like eating a bar of soap like an ice cream sandwich, like in that one episode of Ren and Stimpy? Am I still allowed to reference that because of John Kay being an absolute horrible scumbag piece of shit? I'm gonna assume that that is kosher. Or at the very least, that none of you are going to crawl too far up my ass. Yeah, I feel like I've had instances where I was a child and I didn't do the post-soaping rinse too good. And I've had fingers in my mouth and like the finger crack, which sounds really not like a technical term at all, to put it nicely, and just getting like a little bit of that soap residue and just tasting that. But listen, I feel like if that's where you're going with that one, come on. Finger crack is already bad enough. Anyway, we can't get everything here because we need the Yeti. Jimbo or whatever his name is, I don't know. Terrence. Ricardo. Dendy. I don't fucking know. This has turned into a whole horrible thing because I described something and made it sound even worse than it actually was. Hell yeah. That's the primo shit right here, folks. Oh my god, hang on. Is that... I gotta take a look at that. You guys are just gonna miss a loading. Is that it's a fucking Dendy. Oh my god. I'm so so mad. I didn't know that Twitch had it. I didn't know that Twitch just had that as a global emote, okay?
Let's head on over to the whirligig.
Ooh. You know what? Fair choice to them, though. I gotta admit, that's not a terrible thing. Meanwhile, I'm also just thinking about the Dendi voodoo doll item for Pudge in Dota 2, which is just making me think about the fact that Valve was like, hey, we're not going to do any battle passes for that anymore. And what did they do? They released a fucking battle pass this year. It's just that this time you don't have to pay in for it, but also Evening Lake, I think, is the next place we're going. I'm sorry, I was too busy having a problem. It's battle pass adjacent. Go fuck yourself.
You bumbling, idiotic.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we've got
I asked you to carry out
this
simple task
big-lipped
and you
crocodilian.
failed me. I should have known better than to rely on a child. But don't worry about it. I'll deal with them now.
These eggs can't be worth all this trouble.
Without the dragons, the magic in this world will wither away. Without magic, I'll die. And so will your ever slim chance of becoming a sorceress. Now, watch how a real sorceress dispatches her enemies.
Release me from this cage, you merciless miscreants!
How would you like some dragon for lunch?
God, he really does just... He speaks Australian just like everybody else in this game, huh?
Why, if I had my club, you'd all be in for...
Like Australian Scottish. But Jesus. What's so funny about...
Tactical instincts told me the sorceress would attack you here, so I flew in to help out. It seems my rocket launchers don't affect this creature, but I can assist you by dropping ammunition. Now get in there and fight the good fight.
Well, thanks, Chief. I'm going to pause for a second. My controller's probably going to disconnect here while I deal with this tangle in my hair. Jesus, that was a bit of a mess. Alright, what have you got for us, buddy? Besides probably taking... Oh, a lot of hits. Doesn't respond to that, doesn't respond to fire breath. Okay, so we gotta dash orbs into him, right? Right? Well, This is gonna take me a minute, because this is like, well, I mean, it says ammunition, it's no spitting things. Okay, so is it just headbutting balls into them? Make your own jokes here, I guess. Whoa! We're gonna have to... Wow, those are... I basically can't stay on the same, like, ZY plane as those whatsoever. Are these... Okay, it gives us... It gives us... Oh, it gives us a different super flame. Alright. Oh, right, and it wouldn't be a Spyro boss if he couldn't pick up the power-ups, too. Right, right. I remember this gimmick from the other game. And by the other game, I mean specifically Ripto. Something that seems cool, at least on paper. At the very least, it doesn't seem like he can heal off of our hit points, so at least there's that. Ow. Oh god. Bro, there is no way that you can do that for that long. You're gonna run out of missiles on the Wave Buster. Come on. You're game sharking, buddy. No, it's fine. That's not even that. It is probably longer of an attack than it needs to. Wow, alright. Okay, I'm sorry for the Wave Buster joke. Jeez. Anyway, that was a really easy boss. Like, it's kind of amazing to me that that boss was at least 20 times easier than the first one. And significantly less tedious, although, you know what, by this point, 6 hits is fine. But it's very rare that I get to make a Wave Buster joke, to be fair, so... And by that, I mean it happens anytime an electric beam shows up. Because, goodness knows, I am incredibly repetitive.
Listen to me, Dragon. Spyro, this is serious now. The sorceress is planning a trap for you, and if she catches you...
I mean, listen, it helps me get through the bosses, I swear. Anyway, plot's happening. Apparently, Bianca is calling both games now or something, which, to be fair... There is also the part where retrospect happens, and it does set in surprisingly fast. And, you know, you can also just, like, you know, things can seem bad at first. Like, again, with that power-up thing is a version of it that I will use. Because in Ripto's Rage, we remember the second boss could not only steal our power-ups, but steal our health. And personally, I think that most of us are on the same page here. Bosses who can heal just kind of inherently suck a little bit. But that one, it turned out, could not. So I was complaining about nothing. Although when that second lightning attack just magneted straight to me, that did give me a bit of a jump. That's okay, Mark. Have I done the 2 Sparks levels yet? Not that I'm aware. No, I have not. I'm like, when can I unlock those even? Is that something I'm supposed to be able to do now? Keeping in mind that I literally just got to Evening Lake. Oh, okay, so it's just as soon as I... Oh, okay, so there's... And the egg is named Jonah. I should have known! Okay, it's really that simple. All right. Hey, Tav, do you remember that post on Tumblr years ago? That was like... Oh, I walked into a level. Oops. Well, yeah, I also bet that it looked more like a PS1 game.
You be careful around these parts, little dragon.
Crazy Ed? Crazy Eddie? Are your prices insane? I'm sorry. Tell me about that when I actually come here for real. I slipped in here by accident because I'm stupid. Anywho. Yeah, so, Tav, it was an ask post, and it said, like, top 5 Vor fan arts or something, and it was just 5 pictures of the Bible. And somebody responded to it with, damn, you must really dig the story of Jonah, huh? And the OP probably said something like, you people are never allowed to talk to me ever again, or something along those lines. But it was mostly that because it fit. Well, because I'm sure that I've made that joke to you and I've said something along the lines of like, damn, you must really dig the story of Jonah, like, out of context. And you just being like, you need to go and fuck yourself.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, I forget where. There it is.
Spyro, I found an egg, but only Sparks will be able to reach it. There's a small hole that leads to a crawdad farm. I can take him there if he's ready.
Yep.
Hello, Sparks. Before you take on those nasty crawdads, I should give you some help. To start, let's practice shooting. Press the attack button to shoot these targets.
Alright, so just... Ooh, okay, so it's like a top-down shooter kind of thing. But it's only single stick, alright.
You can also move
It's not quite
by
Smash
pressing the
TV,
charge
but...
button, like Spyro. Use your charge to chase down this fast enemy.
And we have a charge attack, alright. Neat.
Now for the hard part. Being a maneuverable dragonfly, you can also
L1,
strafe
R1
in
to
any
strafe,
direction.
yep.
To strafe, hold down the roll left or roll right button, then move with the left stick. Try strafe.
Okay, so it's like Ratchet and Clank rules for that sort of thing. Gotcha.
On your travels, you'll notice butterflies that give you health, just like in the dragon world. Not only that, but some butterflies will give you special powers, though only for a short time. Just eat any power-up butterfly, then press
Yeah,
the
it's
jump
nice
button
and
to
short
use
and
that power-up.
simple and
Your power-up
all that.
is shown in the top right of the screen.
Alright, so... Does that give us a different shooty thing?
If you use a power-up. Just eat any power-up butterfly, then press the... You'll be able to deal with these guys...
Oh, okay, so I have to actually use that to... Wow, that depletes incredibly fast. Maybe the number needs to be smaller, the rate needs to be lower or something, I don't know.
Just choose the controls option.
Because otherwise it's just like, hey, yeah, you pressed a button. Enjoy having it all disappear. That's better. I'm gonna forget that I can, like, do a super speed dash quite often, I'm sure, by the way. Let's not be broken. Okay, I wasn't sure because, like, well... They gave me a rocket. Maybe it has more destructive power or something, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, Did I not get a green key? Okay, that must not be a green enough door, I guess. Because this is just backwards, I think. There it is. Alright, there's our yellow key. That'll let us do it. There was a blue door over here. Yeah. Does that look like... Oh, it's... Oh, they bounce too. Okay. I thought it was just like a wave shot. Like Vector Man or something. God, I haven't played Vector Man in years. Maybe I should find my... Well, I know where my Sega Genesis is. Maybe I should just dig it out anyway. I see that this fellow is angry. And extremely unimpressed with my shenanigans. I played Mold Mania, I just didn't finish it. You didn't say, okay, I'm doing that just to break your balls on purpose now.
Nice work, Sparks. You've beaten the Crawdad King and found the lost egg. Not only that, but some of the dragon magic seems to have rubbed off on you. Now you can pick up gems when they're even further away from Spyro.
Well, that's handy. I was hoping for one-ups. I don't remember where the sign is for this world either. Near Country Speedway, so it's like basically complete the loop. As I think it's a one-way only sort of build. There it is. Yeah, it's right here on the cliff top here.
Hi, Spyro. Hi, Sparks. I've located another lost egg. If Sparks is up to it, he can try to rescue it from Spider Town.
Try to rescue it from Spider Town. All right. Spider Town sounds like, I don't know, like a comedy metal album or something, I guess. Probably, yeah. Alright, so we gotta... Do I just gotta shoot that thing, or... Do I have to just take damage and go through it? That doesn't seem like a nice thing. Oh, no, it shut off when I got closer. Alright. So look at all this treasure I just ignored out in this room. Wow. Whoops. Let's fix that issue right now. they home. That's interesting. Unfortunately, yeah. Oh, did I miss one of the... whatever. I'll come back for it. If I come back for it, I mean go back for it. Where am I compared to... That's better. I guess I didn't need to kill that guy, huh? Guys are back already. Jerks. Make sure to back up once in a while. Oh, wow, alright. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, well, it's spinning, it's invincible. Right. It's like that turtle boss from Stone Vigil Hard. Dang it! I need to press square more. Hurts us. Well, I did say earlier I was going to forget it a lot, and look what happened. I forgot it already. Ah. Get out of the way. Wow, those spin phases are lasting a while now. Is it until I kill all the babby spiders? Has it always been? I completely believe it was, to be honest with you. But I never specifically noticed. Alright, well that got us the egg. Did we get all the treasure? Some item sprites breaking dungeons. Well, that's real great. Oh, technology. Oh, weird jank together code. Let's go back here and go pick up the last 6 gems, because, yeah, let's try not sucking at this. These are pretty neat so far. I don't play them well, but that's given, really. Okay, I was told that was the thing I would get, but I didn't know when, so good to know that I should have that now. Because that'll help me go back and collect the last few bits from a couple levels that I haven't 100%ed. Wow, that crate can fit a lot of those dudes, if it's that's for being that small. Oh no, the horribly malformed crawdad, well, mangled rather, landed a hit on me. Okay, so I'm missing 5 gems from this area. Let's go see if we can't figure out where the heck I missed those. I bet it was from like one of the crates that I just didn't break or something. Did I just decide to ignore this one even after the shield went down? I sure did. Yeah, it figures that I just ignored the shield on that crate, I guess. Oops. All right,
Nice
so
work, Sparks. You've beaten the Crawdad King and
thanks for reminding me. All right, so if we go to Seashell Shore, we should be able to just click the left stick and find that last treasure, right? Well, that's... Let's try getting to the surface first, actually. Eh. Okay, so is it in here somewhere?
the Rhinoc has challenged us to a naval battle. What do you say? Okay.
Well, I guess I gotta redo this. I've done worse things. You know, this isn't quite the Alchemist challenge, so, like, that's okay. It could be worse. It could be a lot better, because I'm playing like shit here, but... Wow, alright. I guess I gotta go back and get Sparks again, because... Unfortunately, I took one last hit at the very end, which is like... Well, it's real upsetting, that's for sure. I mean, come on, the guy was in his death throes. Although, hey, these games have been pretty mean about hit detection so far, so... And by that I meant... What I was actually intending to say was iframes is what the... Oh my god. Behind a rock. Of course it was. Alright, well... We're gonna drop back in at Midday Garden to go grab some free HPs. I am kind of embarrassed about the fact that I missed that one, but, hey, at least it's real easy now with the Sparks radar. You know what? You got a one-up? Yes, you do. Thank you. And that's what happens when there's nothing to pick up in the level. Alright, Spooky Swamp. We're missing 31 treasure here. Across here. Is it in the Sheila stage? I could have sworn I had found everything here. Oh, they suck, but I got through them.
We have the bombs here. We will be...
You guys can get bent. I'm not. I'm not doing that again, that's for sure. So I can get... Wow, I really didn't notice this, that's all. Ooh, boy. That blends in real good. And I was definitely talking a lot of shit about the terrible paths these... that the bombers chose to take. I see another wall up there. All right. That had a, like, oddly kind of glassy texture when it broke, I think. At least part of it did. Let me guess, there's another... Yep. Yep. Legitimately, I would never see those without a little bit of assistance. They blend in so well. Yeah, I think my review on that level was that it was not as bad as the alchemist thing in Shatter Hills or whatever it was called. Shatter something or other in Ripto's Rage. But also, to be fair, I didn't have to redo that after I had already finished. I may have had to have done 2 paths, but that's different. Ah, yes, I see, like, every level in Evening Lake starts underwater. Oh yeah, because here we get the Yeti, right? Bentley, I think was... What's his name? Bentley? His name was Bentley, wasn't it? Which is real strange because, you know, I've already played a 3D platformer that had a Bentley in it. And not a car. God, I need to actually, like, play Sly 2 sometime. Probably, don't I? I think I beat, like, a third of it. Shut up! Don't call it that. Wait, yeah, okay, you know what? Keep calling it Dendy if it's funny. Charmed Ridge. Honey Speedway. I thought for a second that said Bony Speedway. But can I even get out of the water here, or I have to go back down? Okay. Yeah. Give me a second. I have no real sense of location here, and also I'm also admittedly like cruising around picking up the treasure. I'm on a bit of a treasure cruise here. Something magic joke. Banned in all formats. Just like soon my commentary will be because it's terrible. But for Frozen Altars, plural. Well, here's where the Sparks sign is, so we can come back for that once we actually beat the world, which will probably not be this stream. I don't imagine everything being that fast. Alright, so area I can go up into. I will dive back into the water in a second, I guess, but oh, well. Yeah, again, please pardon my absolute lack of sense of direction. Over here, this is Fireworks Factory. And we've this part already. Okay, I see now. Here he is. And a jump that's like just as much height as I'm allowed to get. At 1 to 7 a.m. Oh, I get it though. All right, money bags.
The sorceress has a real prize on her hands here. It took 24 Rhinox to capture this dim-witted furball, so you better believe he's not going to get out cheap.
$1,000, jeez.
Where are you getting all this money, Spyro? It's not just lying around on the ground, is it? Is it? Ah, what do I care? It's mine now.
Ah, come on, you could probably make this money easier by just going and picking it up yourself.
The first rejuvenating breath of freedom. With the humility of a wounded Spyro, I genuflect to my noble deliverer.
It was no big deal, dude.
Yes. After all, it was I who let you out.
Oh god, no, the fucking trigger phrase, I forgot.
Now hold on.
Ooh.
One more, perhaps?
At least.
Please do afford me the sublime honor of enjoying your visitation in the nearest future.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Bentley, let's go to your outpost. I'm sorry, I at first didn't read that whole word. What a terrible joke.
I will gladly help you on your quest, Spyro, but first I must attend to my young sibling. I'm afraid he may have gotten himself into trouble during my absence.
Nice. All right, Bentley's got to go rescue Murray. Oh, that's pretty interesting.
Hey, bro, it'd be really cool if
Bartholomew is his actual name.
a swift smack should do the trick. I heard those big bullies calling you a wuss. You're not...
Oh, you just want me to fight the guys. I wasn't sure if there was something more going on. Well, that... Come on, Sparks, you can reach those. Probably. Huh. Bartholomew was his nephew rather than his brother? That change. That's a weird one, because, I mean, we do know that there have been some changes already, but that's an odd one.
To deflect the snowball into the gong, I bet we can make the roof cave in.
Okay, yeah, so it's a blocked snowball thing. Where's it at? Oh, okay, he's throwing that. Alright. I wasn't looking at him. He just said the snowball. He didn't say he was going to throw it. Oh, you silly. Only dragonflies are supposed to eat those. I just wanted to really bonk that gong, that's all. Ooh, that was looking a little dangerous. Oh, that time you thought you were gonna ambush me, didn't you, buddy?
Another gong, crack.
I bet I could reach that with my club if I tried, but that works too. I do enjoy the Rhinox sweaters they've got. Their cold weather clothing. Looks very amusing. Okay, it was one or the other. Ah, yeah, you're right. I just wasn't 100% sure. I don't know. I think some of the textures looked a little bit, not right for that. But then again, maybe I'm more judgmental of graphics like this than I would be if it was on the PS1. But yeah, I can see what you're going for. But what they're going for. Listen. What someone is going for on some end or another. I should probably go get the rest of this treasure, otherwise I may forget. Skill point for pushing that box off the cliff. Well, give me a minute. May as well. Got a free life from it. else going on? Yeah, this is right by the start of the level. No, it's not. It's not that far away. Yeah, because this game doesn't use, well, neither does the other game, the little metal sphere things that Spyro 1 did. So instead of just having you start with more of those, they just give you just a straight up 1-up for it. Honestly, this is probably the better system in the long run. But I do miss getting rewards for re-killing enemies. So you should make sure that your text hasn't been zoomed out, I would say. Or at least not further than usual. Okay, so that's all the... Do you have one last dragon egg for me? Yep. And we don't open that door. You just go to the return... Well, okay, Bartholomew opens the door. We don't. We just go this way. Well, there you go. That does explain it. Alright, so that's Bentley unlocked. We should go... And how about we go finish off Bamboo Terrace real quick. Gotta redo everything? Doesn't look like it, actually. Go. Deal with it. Oh. Well, go deal with my terrible platforming skills for one thing. Oh, hello. I was unable to see into this water earlier on, so I didn't know there was shit here. Nice. We'll deal with finding the remainder of the treasure after we finish the Bentley section.
A fine day for a bit of a walk. I was just heading to the top of my favorite hill.
All right, buddy. What's up?
Hey, I think I saw some Rhinox run up to the top of that hill with an egg.
I'm on it, Chief. Huh. Okay, yeah, the attack patterns on these fellows are significantly harder when we're playing as Bentley. Mostly by virtue of us being significantly slower than Spyro was. Get over here, I just want some help. There we go. I swear I was hitting that bug several times, too. That's some funky hit detection. Uh-oh. Not a big fan of that. Yeah, I'm sure hitting the explosive is a bad idea, but... Whoa! That was unexpected. I also couldn't get it on an overhead trajectory, apparently. Oh well. It's a shame, but I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. Nice, we actually managed to get the first hit in without taking damage. There's our dragon egg, but we've got some more cleaning up to do here first. Not that it'll, like, kick me out of the area or anything. I like to get all these before I get the dragon egg. Stuff where it's like this contained challenge. And there's all the treasure for the level. Brubeck. Dave Brubeck, possibly. Alright. So now we're missing one more. Shoot from the boat. Well, I guess the first step would be to find the boat. 'Cause I don't remember everything about this level. Doorway. Alright, let's... Up. Ooh, I see what's going on here.
Please help us, Spyro. My
The area I
friends are
completely
trying to go
ignored.
home
Gotcha.
After a long shift in the fields. Although, please hop aboard.
Alright, I gotcha. Yep.
I'm sure. Please help us, Spyro. Please hop aboard.
Alright, don't just mash the button because you immediately... Well... Ooh, that's some pretty slow-moving cursor. Oh. All I saw was a shape.
Please help us. Please hop
In my defense, it could have been a small Rhinoc. Rate of fire is not that bad. Yeah, this cursor is not particularly fast moving, but I will absolutely take it over what we had to deal with on the shooting section in Country Speedway. Because that was, it didn't feel great. We'll just say that. Oh, that felt like it ended, well, I guess it ended abruptly only because it didn't end in the middle of, pardon me, it didn't end at the end of the loop. But yay, there's all of our eggs, so yeah. Midday Gardens is complete. Let's head back to Evening Lake. Let's go and get the rest of the treasure here. And then we start doing levels. Which, with the amount of time that I would guess it would take, that would probably be like, I do the Speedway. And then we have real levels for the next stream. I say it like a Speedway isn't a real level. It is. It's just, it's very different in execution, so. And also usually a little bit less prone to being like, either this is stupidly easy or it's gonna drive me absolutely bug shit crazy. Because I've noticed that the difficulty on those is like either dirt simple or just pain. Throughout the entire series, not just this. It's pointing inward towards the middle, so this is the Bentley zone. Ah, yeah, there we go. Don't accidentally ram into the level before you're ready to take it on. Is it like straight down from here? I can't believe that I let something under the bridge. Oh, it's inside at this level. Perhaps I should go look for something else first. Oh, it's because I was getting sucked into the whale. The whale with the massive overbite that, at least on the perspective when you're getting, like, shot out of it, kind of makes it look like something from Rayman a little bit. At least to me. Realizing I haven't played a Rayman game in, like, absolutely years, but it's a Ubisoft series, so of course I haven't. I'm not touching that shit ever again. At least not new ones. The whale is also wearing pants. I didn't even... you're right, the whale is wearing pants. Well, that's not something you see every day. What's our numbers look like? Wow, we've only found one egg so far. Oh yeah, because I see another one over there.
Again, Spyro. This power-up can make you in...
Shit. I blame myself for that, but... I will do that in a moment, because I know where this one is. I just have to remember the quicker route back to the dry land is. Alright, so what do you got for me? Glide to the tower... and 2 question marks. Oh, there's a couple of towers here. Could be the one. Could be a different one. Ted, who's not going to talk to us on account of being a baby and not... Yeah. That's not the one we were given the hint for. I guess we didn't glide here, really, so... This'll be enough height. Go to where the Sparks signpost is, and there we go. Oh, that's a tower, and we did glide to it. Break the tower wall. Probably also where the treasure that Sparks is pointing at is located. Is there something breakable in here? Probably not. I'm assuming it's on the outside, but I am going to take a look anyway. Oh, I'm sure I have. I am extremely bad at identifying breakable walls in this game. They just tend to blend in very at least in the remaster. I obviously would not know how it is in the original, so yeah. Okay, well, if it's really easy to see, then prepare for me to be even worse at it. Oh. Told you. Alright, well, that's where the crap ton of treasure that Sparks is pointing at was. And it's the last of the level, and there we go. There's our Stooby. Oh my god, what a... what a name, Stooby. I'm gonna be honest with you, that's just a good name in general. Folks, if you have kids, I would highly not recommend naming any of them Stubby, but also... Let's go deal with the speedway that involves bees. Again, we're gonna do the race first because I expect it will drive me significantly more up the wall. Because these races always feel hard as fuck. At least so far. I don't know if that's necessarily accurate to the old PS1 era, but even the first one was just beyond brutal. Like, the amount of exactitude you had to have was quite significant. And yeah, if I was being a little bit smarter, I would use the missiles better to, like, interrupt their speed boosts. That is a big fucking bee, by the way. Especially the Stinger. That thing is like... That is just a whole ass jousting lance. I'm gonna take a dive on this one. You don't think this one is as bad as Country Speedway? Well, we shall see. Yeah, they grow these bees real freaking big around here in whatever part of Florida this is. Might be thinking to me, hey Delia, why didn't you go for the really obvious warp that you could have gone off the beaten path for? And the answer to that is, that's a good question, Mega Man. It's because I done fucked up, and I haven't been planning these things out. Well, I haven't been adjusting my plans on the fly, rather. Nor, for that matter, on the bee. Her. Fuck. Yeah, that might be Rip Earn, but... Yeah, I don't know if I like that joke. In retrospect, it kind of bugged me a little bit. Oh, I missed the loop. You're right, I can, can't I? I forgot about that. That was way too early. But I think I'm gonna get away with it anyway. Ooh. Yeah, there's our session of terrible That be meow. I think it did. It definitely made a noise that sounded a little bit like that. See, now I'm not entirely as opposed to a racing spinoff here because it could be made by Beanox. For reference, Beanox are the developers who made the Crash Team Racing remake. Which I still don't own, I believe. I did eventually buy a copy of Crash 4 used. I'm not giving money to Activision. Well, okay, I'm avoiding it as much as possible. You could say something about how a used sale is still ultimately, you know, you still, somebody else did it earlier, so you're not necessarily coming into this with the most poop-free hands, and I would be very upset with you to say that, but mostly just because you could word it in a way that's significantly less gross, but who's keeping score here? This feels so much longer than... Jesus. Ah! Fuck. There we go. Oh my god. If I had lost on the last ring of the race, I would have been so upset. Anyway, the closest I own to original CTR is I have a digital version of it on PS3, which I'm sure I'm no longer allowed to access. Because that's just a thing that can happen. I mean, listen. Dumblebees. I thought I said dumbasses for a second. I was like, oh boy. Sparks. Getting a little bit raunchy for an E-rated game in the late 90s / year 2000. I wouldn't think they'd update that for... Anywho, time attack. Combs, beehives, bees. Save the boat riding bears. Alright. So, rings. Archways. And then we get to fight some big, mean-looking flying bees. And then we got a river of bears. And oh, hey, Hunter is looking quite easy to find this time. Hopefully, if he's got a shooting minigame, it's more like the one from the first Speedway and not like... it was Mushroom Speedway, I think. And not like the one in Country Speedway, which, ooh, boy. That still puts an aftertaste in my mouth. And so does me missing that chucklehead that badly. Ooh, boy. Oh, that's death. Okay. I shouldn't be surprised, but also... maybe I was hoping I could pick back up a little quicker. Oh well. With how tight some of these get, and the stump, the fuck ups that I make. Boy, nobody's gonna know what the fuck you're talking about. How do you feel about that? Yeah, again, thankfully Hunter is like just right there. He's not hiding behind some part of the level geometry that you miss after like 6 Speaking of missing after like 6 passes. Actually, I'm surprised that second one was a hit. Wow, I'm just so bad at this. I'm taking a reset on that. Hey, I got a question for you folks. How often do you see, like, just regular-sized bees in video games? Like, I'm thinking of the ones in Banjo-Kazooie, and I guess your bee attack in BioShock kind of counts, and the beehives in BioShock too. But that's BioShock, TOO, not BioShock the Second, although also BioShock the Second. All right, we gotta turn around here. Just because I keep thinking about, like, there's so many games that have just these gigantic, horrifying murder bees. Like, we've got the nightmares in this game. We've got... There's zingers throughout the entire Banjo-Kazooie, throughout the entire Donkey Kong Country series. The bee that broke the cart. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. All right. So... Hey, Hunter. Sorry about the headbutt.
There's a really big sheep UFO around here, and it's trying to get me. I snatched up a dragon egg it was trying to abduct, and now it wants revenge. You wait here, I'll lure the UFO down the river of honey. Okay, here I...
All right, so what's our thing looking like here? Oh, I needed to click quit in order to go.
Look out, Spyro. There's a really big... You wait here, I'll...
Okay, hold up. What am I doing? Oh, okay. I'm actually controlling him. Okay. That was real weird because I'm not used to this perspective in a Spyro game. Like, if it's not behind the back of the camera, that don't feel right. So I was just sitting there waiting for the game to go, okay, yeah, now you have to shoot it. Also because I was expecting it to be a shooting thing after so many at this point. And realistically, you know, 2 isn't enough to make a pattern, but I'm not smart is the other thing that you have to remember. Well, there we go. All right. Easy peasy. There we go. We got the egg after it. We didn't have to redo the time trial, which is fine because that one was not that bad. I just played real badly. We seriously did that in like 15 minutes or something. I was expecting that to take forever. I wonder if I can squeeze in one actual level here real quick. Let's check out Charmed Ridge.
need your help. The evil cat wizards of Velinia have stormed our castle and captured our princess. If we don't stop them right away, they'll force her to marry Prince Azrael.
Oh, sure. They're cats, so they must be evil, right? At least someone naming their cat Azrael is like... I don't know. I don't think anybody would do that so much nowadays. Where everybody's naming their... Maybe, but... I mean, you get more pet names that are like... I don't know, little fucking gremlin or something. Fucko for short. Yeah, it's definitely got a lot of that vibe. Which kind of makes sense, realistically, if we're, you know, dealing with cat wizards.
Hurry, Spyro! If we don't get to the castle right away, the princess will be forced to marry that loser prince. Which
I just think of... There was an edit to the Pipe Garfield comic where it's a mashup of that and the Pondering Orb comic. Meme, rather. So it's John like, where did I put my orb? And yelling for Garfield, who is Wizard Garf. Which, what a concept, right? John Orb. John Orbuckle, there we go. Right, because his last name was Arbuckle. Oh, I heard you guys, I just didn't see him. Hey, and it's a one-up butterfly, so we get a full Sparks. Hell yeah. Yes, that frog was wearing a crown. I did just barely catch sight of that. Oh, are you gonna attack me with a rook? I'm not good at chess, man. Yep, that's a frog with a crown. I'm sorry, I stopped it. Wow, all right. Quite the aim on that fellow. Sheesh. Oh, I'm gonna have to go across the cursed chess piece for this.
Well, Spyro, today is your lucky day. The wizards and I have worked out a little deal. If you simply pay a small toll, they'll be happy to raise these steps and let you pass. You have chosen wisely, Spyro. I'll tell the wizards to raise the steps immediately. Oh, and best of luck rescuing that princess, or whatever it is you're up to.
Have fun storming the castle. Think it'll work? It would take a miracle. Oh, look at these jerks. Throw me straight into the instant death. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. They've got sticks with big fists on the end. They probably got extra knockback or something. Yep. Probably goof off less, but...
going to lose. Prince Azrael and his cat armies are about to...
That's right, cat armies. Armies of cats. At least I assume that's the case. By the way, I like that there's 600 treasure in the level, which is what we need for money bags to raise the stairs. Something amusing about that to me, anyway. Yeah, I figure this is what... Actually, I imagined a ladder first because there's been enough of them in this level.
Hi, Spyro. Isn't Prince Azrael just the dreamiest? The other fairies and wizards won't let us get married, so we're going to elope. By the way, Azrael says you can have this egg if you don't tell anyone where we went. Ah, yes. He's got a motorcycle. Oh, jeez. Oh, shit. That's a pretty rad cat, actually. And he's named fucking Azrael. That's a pretty high quality cat. I gotta tell you, folks. Unfortunately, all the rest of these goobers have treasure still, so... Well... I mean, listen, I've seen people who've named their pets very strange things. How do we name our humans things? Like, whatever we name humans. Ooh, I see a Sergeant Bird. Let's Sergeant some Bird a little bit here.
Chat, but I'm late for an engagement with a fairy friend of mine. Just a friend, you understand. Strictly platonic relationship. Certainly not a violation of military protocol whatsoever. What are you giving me that look for?
Is she giving you, like, nuclear armaments?
Where have you been, James? We were supposed to meet in the temple an hour ago. And don't give me that old matters of national security line again. I guess it doesn't matter, though. The whole temple is full of nasty cat witches anyway. We just have to call off our date. That is, unless you want to battle the witches. I see those rocket launchers aren't just for show after all. Well,
it's a pretty big, spacious hall.
Your accuracy is better than your punctuality because there are still a lot more witches in the temple.
Sergeant Bird getting absolutely roasted here. To be fair, I feel like a cat witch would be quite a... Oh, I broke a window. Is that going to be a problem? Is Mr. Rossetti going to interrupt me and prevent me from getting the good ending now? Mr. Rossetti. Why'd I say Mr. Rossetti? Other than the fact that Mr. Rossetti is just kind of inherently, like, amusing.
I must admit, James, I am impressed. There are still a few witches left, though. And this time
That's a
they're in
good
business.
question, Mega Man.
Even turn the floor into deadly blue.
Mr. Rossetti shows up and he's about to... You're about to get your good ending, and the game just starts fucking out, and he pops up on screen. He's like, "Oh, oops! I think I ate the tape that had the good ending on it." I don't know why he would do that, but... Okay, so we're not allowed to touch the ground here. That's fine. I wasn't gonna do that anyway if I could avoid it. Although, I am playing pretty badly here, so...
Resistant movement for nothing. Now we have the temple all to ourselves. But first, I have a present for you.
Oh, I remember James Pond. Well, I remember one of the James Pond games. I remember Super James Pond. That was a game where the parallax scrolling effects were a little bit overkill. Alright, so it looks like we got everything over here. We can just keep going on to the part of the level that's past the return home gate. Oh, boy. Basic platforming. My truest of nemesis. We've also got one of these urns to take around this level, which is going to be real great in a level like this. Because goodness knows I have no sense of direction at the best of times. And now we've got bottomless pits. Oh, this is just right back at the start. So how do I get over there? Huh? Jeez, there's a lot to this level that I haven't explored, it looks like. Well, at least I found the exit real fast. At least I accomplished a goal. Oh. Ah, wow, okay. I really did just fall right off of that. That's kind of incredible. It's alright, I'm just... Well, that's just bad play. I was gonna say, I'm just giving myself a handicap because I'm so good at video games. No, it was me dealing with very simple geometry that... It felt real weird that time, actually. Oh, come on. It's not that bad. It's not that... It's not like controlling the super speed segments in 06. That was monstrous. That was like... Who decided that was a good idea? Oh, geez. I'm gonna have to get the... I'm gonna have to follow the jar all around the... Oh, it resets every time I die. That upsets me. It's pointing the exact opposite direction. That's kind of funny to me. Alright, what do you got?
There's a golden goose at the top.
Very silly looking
I want to be the first person to the
beanstalk
top so
fellow.
I can grab it.
Alright.
I just bought some Insta-Sprout Ultra Super Gross seeds from a bear with a bag of gems. He said they were magic, but I can't make them do anything. You can have a couple if you like.
Let's try doing things that way. Ooh, these are looking some long jumps. Well, longish jumps. I'm gonna have to reset these a couple times, aren't I? It's alright, we're still getting the hang of things.
By the way, if you can't... Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to hope that the seed colors actually correspond to the plants the right way. Yeah, okay. Oh, right, yeah, just like in Spyro 2. I'd already forgotten about that, so... Okay, yeah, so we gotta go across the way here. I assume we'll be coming back for that towards the end.
I found this egg on the way up here. I think it was laid by a golden goose. We'll have to keep going. We're almost to the top.
Well, buddy, if you don't conk out before then. Shelly.
You've been doing great so far. Why don't you take 2 more seeds?
I don't know if Shelly is an ideal name for a baby dragon, but I didn't name him. Spyro, would you like to... There we go. Thank you. This game can be, like, really, really this game can have a huge stick up its ass about letting you hover in certain locations. And I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or not, if this is like, again, the same as the PS1 or something. But I gotta say, it is a little bit rough. It's because I don't have like depth perception, basically. I mean, I have some, but I don't have good depth perception. So sometimes I'm just like, oh, are you sure about that? It doesn't feel like I'm anywhere near that. That's so not the place for that, but we'll handle that in a moment. You know, it landed. Like, am I nuts that it really is just that anal about where you're allowed to actually hover from, pardon me. Hover at, rather, yeah. Hover from is still a correct sentiment here. Now comes the part where I'm gonna feel a little bit confused. I can just go up on the wall thingies, right? The crenellations. Switch to Daisy with a mushroom from earlier. Oh, okay. I see. That's interesting thing. Oh, plus hopefully it'll be easier to... That's my bad. I glid from a really bad spot. Glid, glowed, glided. Gleed. I don't know. Oh, that was pretty close to landing in the dirt pile. Which would have been funny, but not helpful when I was on the drop like that.
Eggs as a souvenir.
Hey, see, the yellow goose is real. And it's extremely yellow. Well, not as yellow as any of the yellow parts of Spyro's body, actually. Not sure where that was pointing, but I'll reposition in a moment. I want to just make sure that there's nothing else along the ridges here. I know I used a more technical term earlier, but listen. Is that just pointing straight back to the portal? I'm not 100% sure from here, but... Oh no, it's this thing. Right, I forgot about this already. Yeah, now you're pointing at the portal. But, just to be sure, I will check behind the tower. Because there could have been something there. Alright. Egg in the cave. And 81 treasure to go. At least some of which is going to be coming out of the mystery vase. That water is death, right? I certainly died as soon as I hit it earlier. Oh, these are just locked in place. Oh, yeah, it's because I got that cat wizard earlier, right? Whirlwind take me back there. Okay. Makes sense. But not helpful. So we just go backwards through the level, basically. Because that's how these things usually go. I mean, this level is nice and circular, so... actually, I don't want to go backwards here. Never mind. I would like to avoid doing that if at all possible. There might be another path this way, but I'm taking this anyway. Oh yeah, there's these. Right. Ah, crud. And there's that thing. Not 100% sure. I'm sure I'll find out sooner or later. There's our question mark vase. Our mysterious urn. Mysterious urn that is full of mysterious earnings. I suppose. I mean, we may know what they are, but... Aha! Good thing I turned around here, because... Found this. Benjamin. Glide to the tower. Really, I just wanted to do that. That's all. But I think I see where, well, how we're supposed to get to that one thing. I don't need this yet, really, but so I think I do. Oh. Oh, it's much easier than that. Okay. And that's going, again, just keeps going backwards. Thank you, lovely. I'm assuming that's at the beginning of the level because just moving backwards through the level as a general pattern is pretty much how these things operate. And that'll be directly overlooking this location. Or not. Oh no, there it is. On the starting platform, I think. Oh, we almost done fucked up there. Only almost, though, so it's fine. Plus, we got a 1-up at the deal. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need that to be able to get those two, and the third one over there? That would make sense. Alright, so now this time I actually need it. Where's my... Alright, so I got the drops off of those two. Right? I did get both of their gem drops. Alright, so there's one gem on that one. There's two up here? And then I'm gonna be missing one more? Oh, at the very least, after that point, I will have done everything else in the level. Oh, right. Okay, I see where the other one is. Gotcha. I was like, that math is terrible. And it's like not for the reason I was thinking, but... Oh, hey, these stairs no longer swap form. Because we got the other cat wizards. So what's my approach here? Is it in fact going to this thing? Yeah, it is. Okay, never mind. Question retracted. I found the answer already. And there's Mo. I don't remember if we got a Larry or a Curly earlier in the game, but there we go. That is this level 100%, 100%ed. No 1-up for the road, but take this anyway. And there we go. That is this level completely done. Huh, interesting. All right, folks, that's enough of this for this time. See you on Wednesday.